Are you just starting out on YouTube with an educational channel? In this video, I've got your back with some awesome YouTube video ideas that are beginner friendly, they're easy to film, but they are still significant to have on your channel. My name's Orit and I'm a YouTube coach. I've been helping people start and grow and monetize educational YouTube channels, so I'm happy to share my advice with you. So we do have a guide with 12 ready to film YouTube video ideas. I'm going to pull the top 7. It's a free guide, by the way, that you can download. I'm going to put a link in the description below. So let's get right into it. One of the first video types that I want to share with you is this one right here, the Who Am I video. It might seem oversimplistic to create a video that talks about who you are, but I find most people don't do it. So that's why I'm sharing this with you. You want to create a video introducing yourself, talking about what made you decide to start the YouTube channel, and what can viewers expect to see from you in terms of content if they choose to subscribe. Because as you start to create more videos on the channel, people might wonder, should I subscribe to this channel? Or they might just stumble upon this Who Am I video and really connect with you, really connect with what you're saying, and will most likely subscribe. So this is basically you welcoming your viewers to the channel into your world. And you can see here some of the questions or prompts that I put here. So start off by introducing yourself and writing that down. What do you do or like to do? Or what is your area of expertise? Or what is your profession, right? That's the next few things that you could talk about. And you can then talk about what is your channel about? Why did you start your channel? What made you start to create it? If there's a little mini story behind it, feel free to share that. And the most important thing here is, what should your viewer expect if they were to subscribe? If you have a publishing schedule, let them know that as well. We have a new video coming out every Wednesday on the topic of XYZ. Let them know in this video, because if that resonates with them, you have a subscriber. All right, this is the next type of video that I'm choosing for you. It's number 4 in this guide, and it's the how-to video. So this is what our entire channel is built off of. It's how-to video tutorials. We talk about how to create content, how to edit your videos in certain softwares like Camtasia, how to get more views on YouTube, all of these different things related to you creating profitable content and growing your business, your passion. I encourage you to create a how-to video thinking about your area of expertise, because YouTube is one of the biggest, most powerful search engines on the planet, and people are always going on to Google and YouTube typing in how to do XYZ, right? You want to leverage off of that behavior and ask yourself, what do you know how to do that fits in the topic of your channel, but is still could be very helpful for your viewers? You can go broad or you can go specific. For example, I'll use myself as an example. We're in the marketing space. I can create a video saying how to market your business, top 5 tips or something like that. That's a very broad topic, right? How to market your business. Or I can go specific and create a video on how to use YouTube ads to promote your channel, right? That's something that's super specific. Think about what that might be for your field. And then using these prompts here below, I want you to outline the steps or points of how to do that thing on paper. That will be your outline for going to film. And if you're someone who can just kind of riff off the outlines, all you need to do is just bullet points. But if you're someone who needs a script, write out what you're going to say in each bullet point. And then end the video off with a call to action. So tell your viewers to like the video, to comment, or to subscribe, or maybe you want to let them know to book in a consult if it's related, if this how-to video is related to your area of expertise, which it should be. But if it's specifically related to something that you can help them with, then you can ask them to book a free consult. You can ask them to go and check out a specific landing page on your website, and then be sure to include that link in the description. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is right below it here. It is explaining a concept or an idea. This might sound a little bit similar to the how-to, but it's actually a bit different. There are certain concepts or maybe terms that exist in your field that people get confused about, or they're not quite sure about it, they don't understand it, or they don't know what it is, and they want you to help them navigate through that complexity. They want you to help simplify a complicated topic, or they want you to help define what it means. So think about what those topics or concepts would be in your area of expertise. To give you an example, we have a lot of creative entrepreneurs that tune into this channel. And so back when we were selling on Etsy, we created a video explaining the cost of selling on Etsy. This was a topic that just created so much confusion. And I created a video really diving deep into all of the fees associated with selling your stuff on Etsy, how that relates to your profit at the end of the day. And people absolutely loved that video. It's actually one of our top videos. So think about what are those concepts, or it could be even like a term that people don't necessarily understand. What is it? How does it work? Why is it important? You can answer one or more of those questions in a video. Okay, next one, bragging rights. Okay, this video is one that's going to add credibility and authority to your channel. So again, if someone's looking through your first few videos, because you won't have very much to start off with, right? They're looking through the first few videos and they see maybe a case study or a testimonial or something that speaks to your credibility in your field. That's going to be a powerful video to have on your channel. So with this bragging rights video, I want you to think of any client testimonials, video testimonials that you've received from clients that you've worked with in the past, or maybe you created a specific piece of work. It might be a book, it might be a piece of artwork, depending on what you do, and you can talk about that and how it's been received by the market. Maybe it won awards, maybe it's best-selling. Don't be afraid to create this kind of video. I know it can feel a little bit icky sometimes, bragging about yourself, but it really depends on how it's done, and you can get creative with this. Like for example, if you don't have any client testimonials or videos, what you can do is ask one of your clients that you have a great relationship with if they would mind creating a video together, being interviewed by you, asking them questions, about their story and their experience in working with you, and if you could use that video as a video on your channel. So it really is a shared experience in that way, where the client themselves gets to promote themselves and what they do, but at the same time, it's looking good on you and your work. And at the very, simplest form of this video, you can just talk about a piece of work that you created. Maybe you have a course that you released, or like I said, a book. Maybe it's just you telling the story of how you came to be a coach, a consultant, or a professional in your field. And you can drop in all of those accolades along the way in terms of education and how you got to where you are. And because this is this type of a video, you can leave a call to action at the end that's something along the lines of, if you're interested in working with me, go here. So that's why at the bottom here you see if someone's interested or seeing your products and services, where should they go? Be sure to include that link in the description. This is a really good one. It's the frequently asked question video. And by the way, you can create an entire channel just on any one type of these videos. Maybe not necessarily the who am I one, but for the frequently asked questions, this is kind of tying into what is in demand, what people are searching for, and at the same time, you being a resource for them, you having your answer show up in the search engines, answering that question. Think of people, whether they're clients or people you've talked to, who have asked you questions in the past, or maybe you already know what those common questions are because you get them over and over again. Create videos on those topics. And as your channel grows as well, you may see people asking questions in the comments section of your videos, and you can create videos on that. You can use those as new content ideas, which is something we did when we were first starting out. Over and over again, we would just create videos from the comments that people would leave in the channel. And it shows people that you're listening. It shows people that you are a valuable resource to tune into. So you can see here some of the prompts that I have for you. First thing you want to do, set a timer, 5-minute timer, brainstorm a list of common questions that someone would ask in your field. And by the way, if you don't know these right off the top of your head, it's something that can easily be researched. Just go on Google and type in frequently asked questions about fitness, nutrition, insert your expertise here. Since we're focusing on creating one video here for now, just pick one that you feel comfortable and you feel would be the easiest to create a video on to answer that question, and write out what your answer to that question would be, how you would answer it. And then you can end the video off with inviting your viewers to leave any other questions that they might have in the comments video and asking them to subscribe. So that way you're kind of, again, prompting them to give you more ideas for more questions, but you're also saying subscribe so you can tune in for the answers. And by the way, guys, again, if you want a copy of this guide so you can actually see these prompts and take your journal, write down ideas and that kind of thing, the link will be in the description below so you can download this for free. All right, next one, tell a story. So this is a story video. And people love hearing all kinds of stories. I mean, we're human. That's how we connect with each other. And you can go different ways with this. You can share a personal story, maybe of transformation, if that's something that you do help clients with. Or you can share someone else's story. It might be a story that really resonated with you, that you got inspired by. Maybe you want to do you want to share someone else's story and then comment on it or share your opinion on it. Think of the stories that would be helpful for your target audience to hear. So for example, I'm a YouTube coach. For me, if I had a channel that was just talking about YouTube growth, then I would create a video telling a story about a time when it was like so hard for me to get started in filming my first video, and sharing that it took hours, like 10 hours or the whole day actually, to just get myself to work up the courage to film my first video. True story, by the way. It took me forever. And I wasn't even happy with that video, so I actually deleted it and created a new one. But you know what I mean? It really helps people connect with where they're at and the struggles that they're dealing with right now. And so I want you to think about those stories in your life. If you do want to tell a personal story, that would be encouraging or inspiring to your viewers. And of course, talk about the struggles, tell the personal story, but you also want to share the triumph, right? So through practice, through creating videos over and over again, I was able to overcome and just work through that discomfort in getting on camera to film a video. And now it's just like second nature to me. I'm speaking to the camera as if it were a friend. So as the prompts say over here, set a timer, brainstorm a list. Start off by just brainstorming a list of the story ideas that you have in mind. Pick one of them. And then rather than it's easy to get like long-winded and off topic with stories. So this is why I say, if you had to tell your story in point form using only 5 bullet points, what would they be? Use that as an outline when storytelling in your video and describe a little bit about each point. All right, and the final type of video that I want to share with you is a myth-busting video. You might have heard in the marketing space that talking about limiting beliefs and myths are really great when positioning yourself as an expert or authority in your field, because it kind of breaks down the false beliefs of what people have about a certain topic. And when you break that down, it makes it easier for them to take that next step with you. Think about what myths exist in your field of expertise that just, they just drive you crazy. They're misconceptions, or there is a lot of false information out there, and you want to set it straight. So one of the things in my field is that people think they need to go viral and have a ton of views and subscribers in order to be successful on YouTube and in order to start seeing income. And that's absolutely not true. We work with many people, and from our own personal experience of being on YouTube, you can make a $10,000 sale off of a video with less than 100 views. True story. So, to me, that is something that I want to create a video on to help people see that, it's okay to have a small audience, because that small audience, if it's the right type of viewer, that can be more lucrative. Going back to the prompts, number 1, make a list of common misconceptions, false beliefs, myths, stereotypes that you just want to break down, and choose one of them. And then answer this question: why do you think this misconception exists? Why do you disagree with it? Why is it false? And if you have evidence to show, that is also a great thing as well. What are the implications of people believing this? Meaning, why does it matter to realize that this is a false thing? It could lead people down a completely different path. And what is a better way to think about it? What is your take on what is the actual truth? What is the reality? And you can end the video off with a call to action here as well. You can ask, if you want engagement on the video, you can maybe ask the viewer to leave their thoughts in the comments below, whether they agree or disagree. Or again, if this is directly related to something that you offer, you can lead them to a link that asks them to engage with you further. So those are my top 7 video ideas for you to start off with. I hope this has been helpful. And again, if you want a copy of this guide, link is in the description. There's 12 ideas here. And again, it has all of those questions and prompts to help you create your video outlines. And if you need some extra help or guidance with the next steps, meaning actually filming the video, what equipment to use, how to publish the video on your channel or schedule it, how to get traffic to it, all this kind of stuff, we have a full step-by-step program. It's a DIY video course that you could take at your own pace called The Profitable Channel. And this is where this guide is actually, where it came from, is taken from this course. There's a lot of extra guides and action steps and stuff in there for you, resources to dive into. So I'll include a link to the Profitable Channel program or course in the description below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you good luck with your channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.